wonder if a few basic adjustments could draw the required response.
What's up, guys? Today we are gonna play Lego Marvel Avengers again. So we're continuing off with all characters. So this guy is right after Falcon Classic. We have Thandro. He's part of the Thor movie series. He ended up dying, crucial.
So many variables.
And he's one of the Asgardian friends.
Basic adjustments could draw the required response.
Oh yeah, we're also in the Helicarrier. So subscribe, like this video, ring that bell, and comment below, and share this video with your friends and family. And if you want to watch part 1 to see all of the characters before Thandro, go to part 1 so you can see. So this is Venus. I also don't know anything really about her, but pretty cool. Okay. Firebolt. Firebolt is she shoots fireballs, I mean. And we can't fly in the Helicarrier, so I'm gonna see if she can fly when you get outside. But I also don't really know anything about her either. Oh yeah, and if you want to stop watching this video, because there's all going to be MCU TV shows and movie spoilers in these videos. Okay, we have proven Firebolt can fly. Okay, we had to skip this character because he couldn't beat him inside the Helicarrier. Bing Bang Boom. He's this alien dragon, but he's actually the biggest character in the entire game. But you're saying, no, isn't Ant-Man the biggest character because he can go giant, not those characters? Well, look how giant this guy can go. This is way bigger than Ant-Man can go. Oh, just look, he's almost as tall as that Helicarrier ship thing.
Thanks for keeping me in business, guy.
Oh, it's that I just got, cause I actually, last time I never actually saved an exit, cause it's only been like 20 minutes since we filmed part 1. And I just got an achievement for being all the big guys without saving and exiting. So Fing Fang Boom is probably the best character. And then this is Gargoyle. He's a minifig. He only really can punch. I wish it was a bit better, but it is what it is. Gorilla Girl. You're saying, oh, she probably has a human strength. Nope, she can actually turn into a real gorilla. So she's basically just like Hulk, but looks like a gorilla. Gorilla. Oh yeah, this is so last video we did Corrector. But this is Grandmaster, Corrector's brother. Grandmaster is actually in Thor Ragnarok, but he looks a bit different. Actually, not a bit. He looks completely different. So that's basically all Grandmaster can do. He can also shoot lightning. Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is just one of this other Marvel bad guy. Like, he's based off another like god thing. But he looks amazing. Like that a hand of his is super cool. And then Happy Hogan. He looks a bit different in the movies. Actually, maybe not in the beginning, but Happy Hogan is in the Iron Man movies. He's like a bodyguard. But after Iron Man died, he's in the Spider-Man movies. You know, like Happy, like he has like a goatee kind of. He's in the Spider-Man movies, and then the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, he ends up going to jail. Harley Kino. So in Iron Man 3, there was just this kid so Iron Man crashes down in like this, I think it's like Antarctica. No, not Antarctica, Alaska. And there was this kid who helps him fix his armor. But then all the Killian people come, and and with his potato gun, he helps Iron Man fight him. Hawkeye. We've been waiting a long time to get Hawkeye, but here we have Hawkeye. But this is the Hawkeye from the 2012 Avengers movie. This is Hawkeye from the 2015 Age of Ultron. To me, I like this one a bit better, because I also have a Lego figure of this one from this really cool set. It came with also a pretty cool Thor. And then, this is my favorite Hawkeye. The classic 80s comic book. In the 90s and like the early 2000s. Like they usually just stopped using this guy when like the movies came out. And fun fact, in the MCU, aka Marvel Cinematic Universe, most people think Hawkeye's first appearance was in Avengers 1 2012. But he's actually in a tiny cameo in Thor. You see Hawkeye trying to shoot down Thor, but he misses. Okay, this is one of the new main. This is like the main character with Hawkeye in the new Hawkeye show, Kate Bishop. She looks a bit different in the new show, but this is more like a comic version, like the 2006 one. So that's Kate Bishop. Hazmat. I don't know anything about her or he. I don't even know. I just know that he looks or she looks super cool. I think I actually have a comic with him in it, like from the 80s. Heimdall. Heimdall, you probably recognize him because he's one of the only Marvel characters with this helmet. He's in like all the Thor movies. Like I don't know if you knew his name was Heimdall, but the gatekeeper that opened up a portal to like the 9 realms. So they might recognize him. And I'm pretty sure this might be the comic version. Hellcat. So Hellcat's one of those 80s, 70s, 90s Marvel or Avenger characters. Never in the movies yet. So maybe in the new Avengers, because I'm pretty sure we want to make that. And Spider-Man's going to be like the main character, I think. They might actually put Hellcat in it. Hagen. Hagen sounds like one of the dwarves from Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, but nope, it's another Asgardian. I don't really know anything really about him, but I just know he looks amazing. I'm pretty sure he's one of Thor's friends in the Thor movies. Hulk Killer. So it took me a long time to unlock this guy because he was $920,000 in studs. So that was pretty expensive. And I thought the 250 million guy was a lot. And soon I will show you him when it comes. Oh yeah, in last video I said wait to the end of a video to find out all like all four of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters, but it might be to the end of the series because there might be like 3 videos. But I should have said that. But... oh no! Oh no! Okay, Hulk Killer. I don't really know much about him, but he looks awful. Red Hulk looks so much better than him. I just know that. Malekith. He's the leader of the Dark Elves. So last episode when I showed them, I actually showed the Dark Elves and I said they had the best gun in the whole entire game. So yeah. So this is kind of what he looks like. He's the main bad guy for the Dark World. And then we have Madam B. This is like in the comics, not in the movies. Actually yes, I'm pretty sure she was in the movie. The Black Widow movie. She's Black Widow's teacher. She only has a gun, but... Then we got Luke Cage. This is not like the Luke Cage of the comics. This is the Luke Cage from that like 2012 Ultimate Spider-Man TV show. And I think it's one of the most popular Marvel shows ever. But yeah, this is like the costume from that show. Then we got Lou Ferrigno. So the funny thing is, back in the 80s, this guy was an actor who played Hulk. So it's just funny that they put the 80s Hulk actor in this movie. And look, so in the movie, they spray painted him to look like Hulk. So that's actually how they did it. So the cameo was he spray painted himself to make him green. And then when he wanted to be it, Stan Lee has to unpaint him with water. Like dry him off with water. So that's basically it. Then we got Loria. She's like just like a Greek god. I'm pretty sure she's like a Zeus. Oh yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder trailer just came out. So yeah. Loki, the main bad guy in the 2012 Avengers movie, and in the Thor movies. So Loki can freeze people with a Tesseract cube, at least. That's cool. Like and when he does it, look what he turns into. Frost Giant Loki. I actually only realized that right now. Then we got Loki no helmet. That's pretty cool. It's the same. Loki suit, so he actually wears this. I forget what movie he wears this in, but yeah. And then we got, it's only 3 webkeys. It was 4. Lightspeed. Ooh, our first speedster that we showcased in this series so far. And it's probably one of the coolest speedsters because the speed thing is actually rainbow. The leader. So there's this really big debate about Hulk. Like there's this 2008 Hulk movie, and people say that it's not part of the MCU because they changed up the actor for Hulk, but it actually is because first Robert Downey Jr. is in it for Iron Man. That's who plays Iron Man. And yeah, so it actually proved that it is in the MCU. So they're actually going to make Hulk 2 for the MCU. I think the leader might be the bad guy for it. But that's also just a rumor that the leader might be a bad guy. And then we got Laura Barton. This is just Hawkeye's wife. She has nothing really special besides punch. So yeah, nothing real to see over here. We got Luffy, the leader of the Frost Giants. I'm pretty sure it's Loki's biological dad. So yeah, like in the movie, he's like just a big fig, but they made him like just a minifigure. I wish they made it more realistic in the movie, but like from a movie and this, Course looks a bit different in Lego Marvel Superheroes 1, not counting DLC pack, because this is a DLC pack. He looks completely different in the comics, but this is what he looks like in Thor: The Dark World. He looks epic, he just looks sick, and he has a lot of detail. He looks like Steppenwolf from the Justice League movies, kind of, or Doomsday, because like he has all those spikes. Then we got Korvac. In Lego Marvel Studios 2, he has hair and he's also purple, but this is more like the classic costume. I like this one a lot better. You can shoot fire. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Korvac. And then we got Komodo. I don't know anything about her, but yeah, she only really can fight, but she looks cool. She's a very unique character because she has a really cool tail. So she's very unique with a Lego. Then we got Cruel Henchman. Oh, Claw Henchman. I never really saw it that much, but Claw Henchman. Claw is like the main bad guy from Black Panther. I like the comic version better because it's actually a robot, but this is just the henchman for it. Justin Hammer. Justin Hammer is just like this Iron Man bad guy. He's basically competing with Tony Stark. And to unlock him, you actually have to throw a dance party. It's funny. So yeah, that's Justin Hammer. Then we got Jewel. It's Jessica Jones, Power Man's wife. She looks a bit different in Ultimate Alliance 3 with Black Order. That game is amazing. And you only can get it on Nintendo Switch, but yeah, it's so amazing. It's just hard to make YouTube videos with. Jane Foster. This is actually Thor's wife. Or girlfriend, I don't remember, but... Wait, what? How is she floating? How is this possible? She can't fly. And she actually becomes a Thor too. That's what, she's in the trailer of Thor: Love and Thunder, and she becomes Jane Foster Thor. And soon, you will see that in this game. But, yeah. And she has like this Jack of Hearts. Or maybe it's just a weird thing that you can fix on that place. Jack of Hearts is just this, I think it's a Captain America bad guy, but yeah. Wait, yeah, it also can fly. Then we got Iron Patriot. Iron Patriot is War Machine, but then he became like this military guy. But then he painted, like, not military guy, but he's in the military. So he painted the War Machine costume for the America covers, and now it's a military Iron Man costume. But then, now we got a new one again. So then we got Iron Mongo. This is the bad guy from Iron Man 1, like the first MCU movie. It's one of my favorite MCU movies too. Oh yeah, comment below what's your favorite MCU movie and MCU show. My favorite's No Way Home. So that's Iron Mongo. Then we got Iron Man Mark 38. So it's like this big, it's Eagle, I think it's called. It's pretty cool. You can't really fly because it's so big, but it's super cool. One second.
Good to have you with us.
I just want to do something quickly with Tony Stark. So we're doing, because Tony Stark's not with Iron Man, so, and Iron Man was next. So Tony Stark. This is Tony Stark from the first, like, Tony Stark from the Avengers 2012 movie. But then look, you can change all of the armors. So let's start with
Shield thanks you for your
Mark
continued
1.
work.
And there's always these cool things that happen to it. So this is Iron Man Mark 1. He can't really fly because like it's all beat up because he made this in prison. Like he got captured and he was supposed to make this doomsday weapon, but he made this armor to escape. Then we got Mark 5. And the Mark 5 is like in a suitcase and like it builds onto him. So Mark 5 is in Iron Man 2, like where he has to where he becomes a race car driver, but then Whiplash has to ruin it, so he has to fight Whiplash in this costume. Oh yeah, this is Iron Man Mark 6 that's gonna come in. And this is how he gets, this is the armor from the first Avengers movie, and this is how he gets it on. So this is just like the main Iron Man costume, like most people recognize in the Lego games. But not in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, because they don't even have these costumes. Iron Man Mark 7. It's almost the exact same, but it's just a bit different. Yeah, see, it's a bit different. It has a different, like beam. Like, it's a bit different. Then we skip a lot to Mark 7 and Mark 16. Mark 16 is the invisibility armor. It's only in the comics. So see, like, it's also one of the best costumes. See, you can go inside and now you're still invisible. Just like Black Widow. And then he also has this power. That's one of my favorite powers. Mark 16. Mark 17, the Heartbreaker. I also think this is only in the comics. This is probably one of the most detailed Iron Man armors in the game, because like it's the most shiniest, realistic, and look at the arc reactor. I just think it's the most realistic in the game. Then we got skip to 17 to 25. This one is a construction one, so it can like dig through walls. Can't actually have a game, but that's like what it's meant for in the comics. And it also can shoot grenades over it, so it's pretty cool. And that's 25. Then we skip 25 to 33, and that's one of the most popular armors of the 80s, the Silver Centurion. And it also looks the coolest. It also looks some of the coolest, just because we have the arc reactors made with. But he actually has shoulder pads. So that one's pretty cool. And then this is Iron Man Mark 40, and I think this is like the speed one, like the speed, yeah, speedster. He's a speedster one. But one thing that, oh yeah, he can. Oh yeah, the thing is, I'm sad is, because he has grenades, so this is the slowest speedster, because speedsters, if you hold down X on Xbox, you can, like, go super fast. And then we go skip to 42. And this is the main one in Lego Marvel Superheroes 1. And this is the costume that usually uses in Iron Man 3. And this is also the costume that breaks down and the kid has to fix it with him. So this one's one of my favorites. So then we go to 43. Sometimes they have to use the same one because they run out of ideas.
Unspecified incident involving broken rules, alternate dimensions, and an unnamed god of thunder. Moment over. Back to work.
Yeah, so it's it's almost the same as 7 and 8. I mean 7 and 6. So then we go to 45. Iron Man probably has like the most types of like skins. And this one is like the Age of Ultron one usually. And we got 2 more. We got Superior Iron Man. So this is like the evil Iron Man, like when Iron Man turns evil. It's one of my favorite Iron Man costumes. And I heard in Multiverse of Madness, this guy might be in it. But as a variant because Tony Stark is dead. And this is the best one. The Hulkbuster. The Hulkbuster is the best Iron Man costume. Because it's also probably the most detailed. And I actually also have this exact skin in Lego. So that's all the Iron Mans. Actually, there's actually one more Iron Man. And then we can continue with... It's Iron Man from Age of Ultron. Because in Iron Man 3, they took out the arc reactor. Because he can survive without it now. So, yeah. So now let's continue really well. So we'll just skip this. So that's all the Iron Mans. Ooh, the Iron Legion. The Iron Legion is like these robot Iron Man costumes that like can help like these countries against like Ultron. And then we got Iron Fist. Iron Fist is also from the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show. So this is also it's also pretty cool to have Iron Fist in this. Next, we got Human Torch Original. So you probably all know the Human Torch from like the Fantastic Four and like, but in the comics, the Fantastic Four one came out in 1961. But this Human Torch is a different Human Torch. This Human Torch helped Captain America in World War II, and it's a different one. So there's 2 Human Torches. So and he looks pretty cool. He has like this cool shield flame costume, and he's actually doesn't have his powers. This suit gives him the powers, not like Johnny Storm that actually has the powers. So it's cool how they're a bit different. Then we got Hulkling. I think it's like a future Hulk, but I think it's like future Hulk, so after Hulk 2099. So he has some pretty cool goblin wings, like what Green Goblin 2099 has. So he's also pretty cool. Then we come to Mandarin. So the first video, part 1 of this, I said Mandarin was actually just a fake Mandarin, and he was just an actor. So this is what he looks like in Iron Man 3 when he's just a fake actor. But and this is the comic one, and the comic one is actually a very mean, like this actually bad guy that is not an actor. So the comic one's actually like more like a real bad guy. But he ends up going to jail in Iron Man 3 for fraud. So this is one of the only Guardians of the Galaxy in the entire game, Mantis. She looks a bit, this is the comic one, because in the comics she's actually a Avenger. Because she's green in the comics, but but in the movie she's white, so it's a bit different. Like she actually looks like a human in the comics, in the movies, and she looks like an alien in the comics. Huh. Maria Hills, one of the also most popular SHIELD agents.
Apologies for the interference.
Yeah, so there's two costumes for Maria Hills. This one is like the Avengers 1, and this one is Avengers Age of Ultron. I like the Avengers 1 better, but, for the costume of her. And then we got Myra Hanson. I never even heard of her, so I can't really say anything about her. I don't think she's in the movies anyways. The Mighty Destroyer. I also don't really know who he is, so I can't say anything. Because there's 250 characters, so I won't know every character in this. So yeah. Mockingbird. I can't really say like her origin, but she can scream really loud. Not in this game, but she can. And she's one of those she's like Hellcat, like one of the 80s Avengers characters. So yeah. We then got MODOK. Everyone probably knows MODOK in that cartoon show. I never watched it, but yeah. So that's basically MODOK. Then we got Moon Boy. This is supposed to kind of replace Wolverine, but we just would rather Wolverine. Because Wolverine is also sometimes an Avenger. Like, he doesn't have a claws, he doesn't really have a costume, he throws fruit. You just can never replace Wolverine with this guy. Then, this is Moon Knight. Moon Knight is super popular right now because Disney Plus has a TV show airing right now, and critics say it's one of the best shows ever. I've seen up to the 4 episodes that are out, and it is amazing. But to me, I still like What If way better. Because What If it was amazing. And he also can ride like Batman, like in the Lego Batman games. See? Next, we have Moondragon. Also one of the 80s Avengers characters. So yeah. Next we have Miss Marvel. So this is a Captain Marvel, but in the comics, before she became Captain Marvel, she was like this. So that's cool. This is also what they used Captain Marvel and Lego Marvel Studios 1. And this is Miss Marvel, but the one that most of us know nowadays.
Good to have you with us.
Yes, most of us know. Also the main character in that like real life Avengers movie. I mean not movie, game. Like, and they're actually around like June, they're actually the Miss Marvel shows actually coming out. And it's gonna be an origin. I just wish like they did a Spider-Man origin, because it would just be cool to see another Spider-Man origin. But they always can do it. Because Spider-Man Freshman Year is coming out. It's a cartoon MCU show. It's gonna be like What If, but Spider-Man Freshman Year. And it's gonna take place in different universe. So then we have Gamora's sister Nebula. Sadly, Gamora isn't in this game, but yeah, we have Nebula. Next, we have Nick Fury. See, I told you Nick Fury can also go invisible. So this is Nick Fury from Avengers 1, 2012. So yeah. And this is Nick Fury from 2012, but with a bazooka. It's like a destroyer gun that Agent Coulson has, but this shoots grenades. And then you got another person from the Ultimate Spider-Man show, Nova. Nova is one of my favorite Marvel characters, so I really like him he's in this game. I don't really like how they made the Nova Corp look like in the MCU. They just don't look, really like fit this Nova.
Do not want to fill out that paperwork, and damage control do not want to clean up the stuff.
Now we have Thor's dad, Odin. Odin is he actually dies in Thor Ragnarok. So yeah, and I don't really have much to say about him, but that's all I can't really think of anything to say about him. So yeah, the other. This is one of the person that helps. I think this is one. Actually, no, I was wrong. I was gonna say one of the people that helps Thanos in Infinity War, but this is like the leader of a Chichori. He's like Darth Vader for stormtroopers, but Chichori. And then we got Pepper Potts. Pepper Potts is Iron Man's wife, or Tony Stark. So she only really can punch in this game. But then she has Mark 42. So this is Pepper Potts in Iron Man 3. She ends up wearing an Iron Man costume, but it's broken a bit, so she can't really fly in it. Then we got the Protector. But if there was like a cool, like if you could like make Marvel Superheroes 2, you can use his head and get Black Panther's like horns kind of thing, or whatever you call those. You can make a cool Batman head. So that's the Protector. Then we got Quasar. He's another one of the 80s Avengers. Then we got Quicksilver. So he's actually kind of like a bad guy, but then he becomes good because he got tricked by Baron Strucker. He ends up dying in Age of Ultron. People say it's Age of Ultron's actually his first appearance. When Captain America and the Winter Soldier, you actually see him running around for a bit, like on like security cameras that are checking.
All agents on the bridge are reminded not to take off their shoes while at their desk. Not
So this is the movie version. They never actually ended up putting the comic version in it, but yeah. Then we got Ragnarok. So there's a movie called Civil War, but before that movie came out, like 10 years before, they made a comic called Civil War, and Thor comes in, but he's actually but this Thor's a robot. So yeah, that's kind of like the story of this guy. Then we got Ravage. This is like Hulk, but in the future, kind of. This is more like the comic version of Hulk in that realistic Avengers video game. But yeah. Then we got Red Hulk. And then he can turn into General Ross, aka Hulk's or Bruce Banner's boss in the military. He ends up hating Bruce Banner once he turns into Hulk, so he ends up getting a fight with Hulk stuff.
Maybe you should start charging for your services.
And then we got Red She-Hulk, so instead of She-Hulk, we got Red She-Hulk. I forget if She-Hulk even is in this game. But yeah. Then we got, who is this? Chamala. I never even heard of this character. But, so comment below if you know any of these characters. Like Chamala, I don't know. Skip. We got Tigra, another one of the 80s Marvel Avengers. She kind of reminds me of Cheetah from from DC. And then we got Thunderstrike. Thunderstrike is Thor, but this guy was dying. So this guy's brain went inside Thor's body. So Thor mixed up with him. But then he ended up getting his own body, and this is what he looked like when he got his own body. He still has like all the Thor powers like this. But. And then here's Thor Jane Foster. I said that's in the end of Thor 11 Thunder trailer. They actually nailed her. Like, she looks like the exact. This is the comic version, but in the movie she looks exactly like this. So they nailed her.
And we are all just super thrilled for
Then we got a Thor girl. I don't really know anything about her. So I can't really help you on that. Then we got Thor
make a TV
from
show out of my
the
life. I'd
2012
watch that.
Avengers movie. And then we got Thor from the Age of Ultron. And then the last Guardians of the Galaxy character, but you probably all been waiting for, Thanos. And he was actually a $250 million character I talked about in the last video. So he's probably the hardest character to get. But he is amazing. I just wish he had the Infinity Gauntlet, but no one can be perfect. Then we got Taskmaster. This is the bad guy in Black Widow, the movie. But they kind of changed him up because first it's kind of like a mind control person, and it's also a girl. And I'm pretty sure this guy is like a boy in the movie, in the comics. So Taskmaster, swordsman. He's not really in the MCU yet, but if you watch the Hawkeye TV show on Disney Plus, Jack or Jacques, I don't really know which one you say, Kate's stepfather, I think, ended up being a sword fighting guy, and I actually searched it up. A swordsman's real name is actually Jacques, and it's actually French, like the TV show. So people are saying this might be Jacques from Hawkeye. Then we got Stryker. This is the closest we can get to any X-Men character besides Wanda and Quicksilver, because this guy does experiments and to the X-Men characters in comics. And this guy looks a bit different than the X-Men movies. I don't know if you ever watched this, if you guys ever watched this movie, but X2, this guy's the bad guy in it. Then we got the guy you've been all waiting for, Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel. You could never really have a game without Stan Lee. So he has a bow and arrow that shoots ginormous pencils. He has his own Stan Lee shield. He has the Daredevil webs thing. He also has super speed. He also has magic like what Wanda has, but you know, he can do that in certain times. Then he even has his own Iron Man armor, but instead of Stan Lee building his armor, Tony Stark builds his armor. So this is Iron Stan. I don't know why, but this guy, Stan, like, when I said the Iron Stan, for some reason, it reminds me of Grunkle Stan from Gravity Falls. I don't know why, but that just sounds like something that Grunkle Stan would do. Then we got Hulk Stan. What's that Stan Hulk? Oh, there's one. Excelsior Hulk, because that's his catchphrase. Exclusio, I think, actually. So, this is Exclusio Hulk. It's amazing.
Evasive maneuvers.
Oh, I never even knew he could do that instead. Huh. And then there's also Hulkbuster Stan. Hulkbuster Stan is probably one of the weirdest characters. And look, he has a missile of a pencil and like a drawing lamp. And look, paintbrush for grenades. And a coffee mug. I don't know if you noticed, but look, a coffee mug. Squirrel Girl. This is Squirrel Girl unbeatable. Squirrel Girl, I never really liked her, but she's still an Avenger, so they have to put her in. Oh wait, I forgot. The Squirrel Girl also has an Hulkbuster. The Squirrel Max, I think it's called. And it shoots acorns. So this is probably also one of the most weirdest characters. And Squirrel Girl also has another character. Squirrel Girl Classic. Yeah. Then we got Spitfire, one of the other speedsters. And if you also if you hold B, not X, they go super fast. But look how, like, look, this is normal fast, but if you hold down B, look how fast she's going. We really got Speed. This is actually Scarlet Witch's and Vision's kid. This, and I'm pretty sure, and I forget which one's which, but in WandaVision she has 2 kids, and it's Speed and Wiccan. I forget which one's which, but this one's Speed. Wiccan's also in this game, but this is Hulk's kid, Skull. He's born on an alien planet, and now he hates Hulk for abandoning him. So yeah. Then we got Sif. This is one of also Thor's friends on Asgard.
Propellers are not to be used in lieu of a paper shredder.
Then we got just one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s, a bowling scientist, so nothing really cool to see right here. Then we got She-Hulk. So yeah, that's cool. Then we got Century. This is also one of the 80s or early 2000 Avenger characters. I know he was in like the Civil War comics. Then they have Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda Maximoff. So yeah, that's awesome. And this is actually Ronan. So if you watched Endgame, you probably know Ronan is Hawkeye. But there's actually been multiple Ronans. And in this game, they made a Ronan, but it's actually Blade. Oh yeah, look at something cool that happens when you do. So when you jump off a helicarrier, this robot comes and gets you. And then we got Ronan the Accuser, another Guardians of the Galaxy character. But this is the comic version. So yeah. Then we got Rescue. Pepper Potts actually got her own Iron Man costume, and this is what it looks like. And it's called Rescue. She actually wears this costume in Endgame, so it's also pretty cool that they added that. Reptile, I think that's his name. So this is also a pretty cool character. He's one of the main characters in, what is it, Marvel Superhero Squad? Well, Squaddies. But it's called
It appears our initial reports
Superhero Squad.
taken out by an actual Hydra
These, it's Squad or Squaddies.
It was a Hydra agent.
He's one of the main characters, but he looks a bit different than this. Then we got one of the most powerful bad guys in the Marvel Universe, Red Skull. And Red Skull is actually gave Thanos one of the Soul Stone in Infinity War. So yeah, same with he gave Hawkeye in Endgame. Then we got Ultron Mark 1. So in the beginning of Age of Ultron, he took over one of the Iron Legion and he looked like this. And then he like started rebuilding and he became Ultron Prime. And then he when he finished his build, he became Ultron Ultimate.
And nobody else is doing it. She can.
And just like being unstoppable, he also can call in some Ultron Centuries. Then we got Ulysses Claw. This is a bad guy from a Black Panther movie. Then we got Yukon Jack. Union Jack, I mean. So yeah, he's also pretty cool. He actually has double guns. Most people only have one. This is Ultron Century. He's also like Ultron's henchman. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got Ultron Century Officer. So they're a bit different. These, I don't prefer these ones, but Valkyrie. So this is actually comic Valkyrie. So she looks a bit different in the movie. So yeah, that's also something. Veal. I don't know anything about her, but she has these really cool smoke bombs, like these.
Congressman, please ensure that your desks are in a presentable state.
Then we got Viper.
We don't like. No, you may not use either company or personal possessions to spell out rude messages.
Like she has a gun, but it looks like she has a whip, but you actually can't use it, sadly. We got Vision. One of the person that helps the Avengers the most. And they even got his own show with WandaVision. Then we got Vortex. It's also one of I wish he was actually a big fig because he fits a bit better as a big fig, but he's also one of Thor's Guardian friends. Then we got War Machine. So in Iron Man 2, War Machine actually stole Iron Man Mark 2. And yeah. So he took it. Then we got Wasp Classic. It's the only Wasp that's actually in the game. She actually can fly and shoot lasers small. So she's pretty cool. Then we got Wendigo. He actually came out in the same comic Wolverine came out. Or maybe the comic before, but White Tiger. This person is also part of like the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. So that's also pretty cool. Wiccan. This is Speed's brother. And he's best friends with Hawkman. They also just introduced him in WandaVision. So then we got the Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes. So the story of Winter Soldier was, he was Bucky Barnes, but then he fell off a train. But he never died. Hydra ended up erasing his mind and turning him evil. But then Captain America reminded him who he was, and then he became a good guy and helped the Avengers.
Silence for Agent Cronshaw was lost in an unspecified incident involving broken rules, alternate dimensions, and an unnamed god.
Then we got the Wizard.
Back to work.
The Wizard, I don't really know anything about him, so I also can't explain anything about him. Then we got X-Ray. Kind of looks like quarterback, but he's purple. So that's cool. Then we go to the DLCs. So the DLCs contain a new Iron Man costume. Iron Man space suit. So this is what Iron Man wears when he goes to space. So that's super cool. And then Iron Man sub. So this is when Iron Man goes underwater, he has to wear this costume. Oh yeah, so in Avengers Assemble, it takes place in the same universe as Ultimate Spider-Man. Red Skull takes one of Iron Man's costumes and becomes Iron Skull. So that's also pretty cool. Then we got Captain America Space. It's the only Captain America suit that can actually fly. Then we got Captain America like underwater. So that's also pretty cool. Then we got Hyperion. He's one of the bad guys in Avengers Assemble. And all of these characters I'm showing you right now are the Avengers Assemble pack. I think this is the Masters of Evil. Altaraz. I don't really know anything about him, but I also can go like can't really stay big. He can do it if you do this, but you can like just make him go big for like 2 seconds and he stops, smashes something. So then we have Citizen V. As part of the Masters of Evil DLC pack.
Evasive maneuvers.
He walks with, I don't really know, but he's just one of the bad guys. He's super cool. And they actually made a full rebel with him inside it. Actually, no, he wasn't inside it, but like they made a full rebel about this DLC pack, and he wasn't inside it, sadly, but yeah. Volt. She's also in it, and she's also part of the DLCs. All the rest of the characters are in the DLCs. So, Volt. I don't also know anything about them. Then we got Match V. He likes saying V in this DLC pack. I don't really know anything about him, but he can fly. He also looks kind of like Destroyer. So yeah. Then we got Metroid. Troyet? I don't know. But she looks cool. She kind of looks like this like Iron Goblin. Like, you know, like in like the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, like Iron Goblin. They made an Iron Goblin comic, and she kind of looks like him, or he. Yeah, I think it's a girl. Songbird. I don't even know who she is, but yeah, I see that she can fly with her real pink butterfly wings. That makes no sense, but okay. Then we got Techno. Techno looks super cool. He looks like he is like Cyborg from Marvel. Yeah, like a Cyborg Marvel character. So that's cool. Then we got Baron Zemo. He's a really popular Avengers bad guy. I'm just surprised he has to be in the DLC pack, not like in the actual game. But he's one of my favorite bad guys. So he's super cool. Then we got the Black Knight, Dane Whitman. So this is the good guy Black Knight. This is the Black Knight that's so far in Eternals. In the Eternals movie. This is what he's gonna be. And this is Nathan Garriott. This is the good Black Knight's father. And he's actually evil. So, yeah. Then we got Enchantress. That's just another Asgardian bad guy. This is the Executioner. This is one of the bad guys, but he redeems himself in Thor Ragnarok. But this is the comic version. Then we got Iron Man Classic. Even if this is not really even in comics. Just one of those cheesy painted on guys. Then we got Meltor. He can shoot lasers. So that's cool. Then we got Radioactive Man. But I really thought that was the Simpsons superhero that Bart and Milhouse really like. But he's super cool. This is Thor Classic. This is actually what Thor used to look like in the comics. I don't think he had a unibrow, but
Bitte beachten Sie beim Aussteigen die Lücke zwischen Zug und Bahnsteigkante.
this is Royal Wind.
Maybe if we had
I actually don't think I have ever played as this person before.
a PA system that didn't pick up errant signals from Berlin.
This person is kind of better than I expected. Then we got Captain Marvel. So this is like the main Captain Marvel. Then we got Captain Marvel, no, like with a mask.
Evasive maneuvers.
Then we got Agent Coyan. It's not Agent Coulson, but Agent Coyan. Kind of looks like Agent Coulson, but. Then we got Agent Leo Fitz. Oh yeah, we have the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. DLC. So yeah. Agent, what's her name? Agent Daisy Johnson. Night Nurse. It's a real name, but like a nurse, but her superhero name is Night Nurse. The Mindless One. This is like a Doctor Strange type of bad guy. Jennifer Kale.
You should start charging.
Dormammu. So this is like the bad guy in the first Doctor Strange movie. Dr. Voodoo. I have no clue who this is, but it's one of the comic characters. Then we got this new Doctor Strange character. Like it's just a new costume that they just came out with, and they wanted to put it in the game. Like just one of the newer ones. And then we got Clea. I don't think she's in the movies, but. Baron Modo. He's the other bad guy in the first Doctor Strange movie. Then we got White Wolf, because now in the Black Panther DLC pack. So we're in White Wolf. We got Claw Classic, so this is like the robot version. This is Shirley, like Black Panther's sister. But in the comics, she actually has her own Black Panther costume that they might actually put in the MCU. So that's cool. Then they got Man-Ape. It's a bit different than what Man-Ape looks like in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, but. Then we got Killmonger. It's also a bit different in the movie, so it's classic, I'm pretty sure. Just one of the Wakandaan warriors. This is like what Black Panther looks like in this game. This is like what Black Panther looks like in comics. This is another Black Knight. This is like the original Black Knight, like the first one. This is Wonder Man. This is one of the 80s model, another 80s Avenger. This is Warbird. She has a really cool chest plate, like with that metal scrap on it. Tick. I don't know anything about Tick, but yeah. Then we got Pound Cakes.
The level 6 agents remind the level 7 agents that the level 7
Then we got Moonstone.
level 6 wing and is therefore free
It kind of looks like Dago, like Cloak and Dago.
level 7 agents. So there.
We got Megatron. Okay. Ooh, and then we got Kang the Conqueror. He's a bit different in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I like the Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 one better, but yeah. Then we got Agent Medulla May. I don't know. I never really watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I don't really know their names. Agent Bobby Morse. Okay. Agent Jamal Sampson. Cal Jones. Wait, what is he doing? Wait, he just changed his face. He just changed his character a bit. What?
Everything needs doing, and nobody else is doing it. Quick as you can.
Okay, that's cool. Deathlock. Yeah. Oh, he is in this game. He is part of the DLC. So this is the Deathlock I mentioned in the first episode. I thought he wasn't in the game, but never mind, he is. Gordon. I have no clue who this guy is. And I don't know why he has no eyeballs. Giant Wald. J-Wen, I think. Okay. Lincoln. Okay. And then we got Wania. You're probably saying, why is there no Spider-Man characters? We're going to the Spider-Man DLC pack. Because Sony kind of had the lights, but now that Civil War came out, because in the Homecoming, they kind of got the lights, so they made a DLC pack. So this is the comic Iron Spider. Pretty cool. This is Scarlet Spider, so it's Peter Parker's clone. Then it's classic Spider-Man from like Lego Marvel Studios 1. And then he can turn himself in a web. And then he turns into Peter Parker. Then there's like the MCU one I really like the Homecoming and Civil War Spider-Man costume. This one caught me by surprise. They actually put Miles Morales in this. Because like, I just expected not Miles Morales. I expected like Spider-Man 2099. Because he wasn't in the first game. But now, he actually is in this game. So I'm pretty happy because it's one of my favorite Spider-Mans. You can actually go inside his real clothes. And then, last but not least, we got Spider-Girl. So subscribe, like this video, ring that bell, and comment below. Share this video with your friends and family. See ya! And that's every character in Lego Marvel Avengers in 2 parts.